Welcome to another fabulous episode of NT Sheep's Digital Wonderlands. Welcome back for more Halo action, my little lambs. We're picking up where we had to stop last time, trying to get into the holding cells of the alien ship and rescue the captain. So, all we've got to do is manage to battle our way through this room of enemies, and we should be able to get the captain and any other survivors out. There's two of them that have cloaking fields. They're going to be the ones that you really want to pay attention for because they're going to have the energy swords. So if they get close to you, they're definitely going to one-shot you. You can try and rush the doorway and throw in grenades and hopefully take out a couple enemies that way, or at least damage them enough to where a few shots from your weapon will finish them off. If not, we're going to have to use the tactic of the one weapon that we have has a charge-up ability, and if we can hit the enemy with that, it definitely guarantees draining their shields instantly. That's how they've gotten us a couple of times. So, let's see what we can do, and let's hop right into it.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Yes, sir.
While the Covenant had us locked up in here, I overheard the guards talking about this ring world. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
That's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move!
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Chief, you have the point.
We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
Okay, so now that we've got the captain rescued, we gotta make our way all the way back to the shuttle bay. The only problem is, Captain doesn't have armor, and it only takes one shot to take him down, and the enemy is going to go after him constantly. So you may find yourself having to replay this bit. I've also sped up the footage to try and help keep this video's overall time shortened down. So, let's see how well we can do. All the fast-forwarded chatter you heard was just Cortana and the dropship pilot talking to each other. The dropship is engaged and can't come and get us, so Cortana realizes that there's an enemy dropship in the docking bay that we can possibly use. So, our goal is to get to there. Unfortunately, the captain took another hit from those bouncing, exploding shards. All we've got to do, though, is clear out this docking bay, and then we've got that ship, and that's pretty much going to be the end of this level, and we'll be moving on to the next section.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain, hunters!
Hang on.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out quick. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines!
Go, go, go! Okay, target down.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a Warthog.
Hey, I didn't know you made house calls for Hammer.
You know our motto. We deliver.
Okay, this is another little section that I'm going to speed up. I'm going to run around here and reload what I can and swap out for some possibly better weapons, and then once the Warthog gets delivered, we're going to go cruise along the beach to find the next area we need to get to.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Thankfully, we were able to fit our Warthog through the narrow passageways here, so our teammates in the back can take out any remaining of enemies that are here. Unfortunately, they won't get out with us, so we're going to have to follow this little hallway down to where it goes all on our own.
Don't let them lock the doors.
Don't worry if you're playing this for yourself the first time and think you screwed up here. It's a scripted event that the doors are going to get locked no matter what. We threw 2 grenades down there. One of them landed right in that doorway, and that enemy that was standing next to it didn't take any damage at all.
More here!
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside.
LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving.
Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
We're going to speed this section up because, like me, you might be thinking you need to search this area here to find some sort of security override. But no, you need to get back in your Warthog and start driving along the beach until you get to another little area. And there's going to be a pathway for you to go up. And it's going to lead to what's probably a back way into this installation. There's going to be some enemies for us to fight along the way, so let's go ahead and see how well we can do with this. We had one little problem there where the enemy got us with a grenade, but I'd say we got our revenge when we respawned because we managed to ramp right off that rock and land in between them and take them all out. The only problem is our little Warthog is too big to fit up this path, and that's where we've got to go. So it's going to be up to us to hop out and storm the castle as it is. There's some supplies right here we can grab, and then there's going to be 2 of those big hunters that we're going to have to take care of, and then we'll be able to access a panel that isn't going to help us get into the door, but it is going to show us more of Halo's history.
Entropy. It has now been 3,000 years since my last contact with any of the other caretakers of the Halo array. Despite clear communications protocol, my fellow monitors have either chosen to ignore, or, more likely, have lost the ability to engage in our scheduled updates. The continued lapse of the domain means that we are stuck with achingly slow wormhole superluminal communications. Prior to this total communication shutdown, the only messages I received in the preceding 4,573 years were incomplete and quite perplexing transmissions from Installation 05. I suspected that Monitor 2401 Penitent Tangent was not functioning correctly for some time before his messages ceased. I have logged my concerns about his ability to perform his duties. At this point, however, I'm not sure who I file logs for. 2401 may be destined for madness. There are fail-safes for this, I know. I hope they work. I will continue to visit the projection systems at the assigned dates. Perhaps the other monitors are dealing with interfering galactic phenomena, or unexpected system failures. 3,000 years of system failures. Indeed. In the meantime, I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were complete, I shut down all Sentinel function and put myself into a state of significant hibernation to measure performance of the installation with negligible upkeep. After 150 years with no noticeable impact upon installation systems or integrity, even in hibernation I became bored. This was quite troubling, as I was led to believe I was not capable of such a state. This was one of the gifts I was promised, an end to strife. I am aware of the dangers of a system such as myself losing operational focus. Quite troubling. I wonder if my fellow monitors are experiencing similar states, or if this is because of my particular path to this installation. For amusement, I have begun a series of experiments involving the evacuation of all matter from contained sections of my installation. By measuring the geologic effects of exposure to the vacuum of space and the eventual biological recovery of these sections, I anticipate getting valuable insight into emergency response scenarios in case of sentient proximity warning.
Okay, so we're learning a little bit more about the history of the Halo and what its purpose was. It looks like it was some sort of giant experimental station, and apparently there's definitely a lot more of them, but the robotic AIs that were left behind to guard them all seem to have had something happen to them over the years, and it looks like there's only one of them left to guard this halo, and they put themselves in stasis for some reason. So, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, my little lambs, and hope to see you again next time in the Digital Wonderlands.